Today, we are pleased to announce all new entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the House of Mario, the award-winning Nintendo podcast on the 8-Bit Collective. And the doors to episode, 85 are open. I'm your host, Drew Agnew, and joining me for this very special episode is Nato Jay. How you going, dude?
Hello!
So this is a episode recorded straight after the Pokemon Direct. We've just found out about the Pokemon games. They're called Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Nato, off the bat, what's your first impressions?
I'm hella excited. So the UK rumours were true.
Mm-hmm.
We, like the UK theme, because it's very London industrial era kind of theme, and I'm excited. But then again, they could have showed me nothing and I still could have been excited. It's Pokemon, I'm always going to be excited.
Yeah, I was sitting there just waiting for it, like 5 minutes to go, and I was like literally shaking. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to bloody see this game.
Yeah, I know.
And just off like initial impressions, they go through, you know, what they've done in the past. They sort of try and hype you up, saying, "Oh yeah, these are the journeys you've gone in the past," and then it goes straight to the gameplay. And from what you can tell from the gameplay, it is very similar to Sun and Moon. Just the dial turned right up. It does look really nice. I know people were hoping for maybe. I know there was like stuff going around like, "Oh, I hope it's like Breath of the Wild," like it's just like crazy open, but.
Nah, they were never going to go that far.
Yeah, no. Like, we all knew we weren't going to get anything like that.
No.
But yeah, it showed that we've got wild battles again, so you go into the grass, random encounters.
I know, I'm already disappointed. Like, so I'll get into a few of the negatives first, because it's all going to be positives from there on. But, like, there's no following Pokemon, I saw.
Oh, yeah, didn't even think about that,
Yeah, there's no... Yeah, there was... Whether that was just for the preview or whether in general, I just saw... Anytime you saw a trainer, he had no one behind him. So that was a bit disappointing. The roaming wild Pokemon, you just saw him go into the grass and then go into a battle. So even that feature from Let's Go is gone. So that's a bit disappointing. And we didn't get to see the legendaries at all.
No, we didn't either, no.
No. And like... I'm intrigued because every version, that's what their legendaries are. So like X and Y are like big, like the bird and the like deer, and they are like an X and a Y. And Sun and Moon were like a sun and a moon and stuff like that. So we're gonna get a sword and a shield looking legendaries. So that's gonna be
I guess
weird.
So. Like the logos sort of have the
like a wolf head on them.
Yeah, like a certain it's sort of got wolf heads on them, so whether that's representing maybe the legendaries or something.
But apart from that, those are my three sad points, because it doesn't look like we're going to get the same kind of... I was really hoping we'd have like what the legendary battles in Let's Go were like, where like you start as a battle and you could switch to like a catching form, and then it would be like Let's Go and Pokemon Go, where you like throw the ball properly. But looks like we're just going back to the original core style.
Because like did you want to have the catching mechanics, so you're throwing Pokeballs or just you did?
Let's Go like reignited my love of actual catching Pokemon. Like since probably Gen 3, I only catch my core team that I want, and I never catch any other Pokemon.
I definitely agree with maybe not like physically throwing the ball, but I really did love like the catch combos and seeing Pokemon in the wild. I think that really added something to the games.
Yeah. I know. For a veteran, like to be able to want to catch all 150 again, like I hadn't had that since like Gen 3. Like wanting to catch them all.
No, I think a lot of people will be happy that it is sort of moving back to this, but I was disappointed. And you pointing out there are no Pokemon following you, that Yeah, that sucks because we've lost it again. We keep on gaining these features and losing them again in the next generations.
Oh, I know. They always do that. They always give you something little special, and then we don't get it again. Like, we get new special things, but they don't keep the special things from the previous gen. So, always Nintendo, always Game Freak. At least they're still staying their self. But
yeah, they're keeping up with tradition. What did you think of the graphics straight away?
Like, so at first it sort of did look like Let's Go graphics, but even the character model is a bit more slimmer and a bit more taller than on Let's Go. It's less of the bubblehead kind of look you had in Let's Go. So I think it's like a hybrid of like Sun and Moon and Let's Go kind of character models already. So that's cool, I suppose. So it's less kiddie, because I know they were trying to appeal for a more younger audience with Let's Go, trying to bring more people in, like bring a new young audience in. So I don't know. God, the areas though, God, that looks beautiful. Like the old London kind of rolling hill, like England rolling hills, to like the industrial kind of housing with big cogs, nearly steampunky. A lot of the towns were.
And like the area with in the cave with all like the coloured lights, would look like Christmas lights. It looks quite stunning,
beautiful,
especially compared to what we're used to, say back on the 3DS. It's just I
can't wait to see this running on the TV. Like when you get the full 1080, it's gonna look real nice.
Yeah, like finally a proper Game Freak console game on the TV.
Hey,
apart from
Stadium.
Let's Go. Yeah, true, but that wasn't Game Freak, and it wasn't like a
Did
journey
Game Freak
you go
not
on.
do Pokemon Stadium?
No, it was someone else. I couldn't tell you at the moment.
Yeah, no. It's too late at night for this shit.
Yeah. Currently, my time, it's 8 to 1 o'clock in the morning. So
I'm not going to say my time, because it's not that late.
Yeah.
But I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning for work, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's only 10 my time.
We'll jump into the starters. They showed off like a cinematic of the starters jumping around. So there's a grass monkey. His name is Grookey. There's a fire bunny called Score Bunny, and there's a water lizard called Sobble. I'll be honest. None of these starters
jump out at you.
Yeah, none of them jump out at me. When I saw the bunny, I'm like, oh yeah, fair enough. And I saw the next one. Oh yeah. Then probably as it stands out of these three, probably Grookey probably stands out the most to me.
You're gonna get Grookey. He looks like the Pams.
Yeah, like, I know. Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the only thing I'm a bit like. Oh, and
there's already a grass monkey.
And even the bunny looks like what's it, Saw Bunny or something like that? The one with the fist for ears.
Oh, yeah. I've forgotten. Yeah, at this time of the morning. Yeah. I can see Score Bunny just getting massive feet and just becoming a firefighting and kicking the crap out of. That's
what I was watching chat as soon as it was previewed the bunny. They were all like, "Oh, cool, another firefighting," and I'm just like, "Ugh." I hope it's not, but that's the thing. That especially the later gens, they dramatically change their features as they evolve in later gens. So they could end up looking completely different from their original starters. So at the moment, I'm probably looking at the water starter, but I'll see. Hopefully we get to see what their final evolutions were, and that's probably what I'll choose, especially if they're dual types. If they're a good dual type, I'm probably just going to go for that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I said Grookey, but I usually go for the water starter too. So probably Sobble. I don't really know yet. Guess we'll find out soon. And just go into the region, or the Galar region. So we've got the name of the region and sort of the map. It seems very like narrow and like straight compared to other regions. It's good that we're not getting like just the circle region again. They were sort of going for that for a couple of games in a row, where it's just like the main towns in the middle, then you sort of do your adventure around that. So it's good. It's a different shape at least. And I like the fact it looks very varied as well. You've got your snow areas, you've got your caves, your big cities, your sort of lush countryside.
Yeah, It's not even like forest. Oh no, it's not even like jungle. It's like forest, like mist and tall, thick like trees. Oh man, good. God, I hate that it's going to be the end of this year. Then I'm going to have to wait for this.
That's the thing. They said late 2019. Usually they do give us a month for like an actual release date.
Yeah, November, December it's going to be.
Yeah.
Same as their old... Like, that's been their release window for ages now.
Yeah. But usually they actually give us like nail down an actual date. I don't know if they're a bit unsure of this game. Like, we better not say anything just yet because...
Just in case there's any delays.
Cramming. Yeah. I don't think they will delay it. I think Game Freak are the type of developer which is like, nah, just put it out. Should be right.
Really? It's Pokemon. I don't think they'll ever put bad Pokemon out.
No, I don't think either, but sort of the director in the past has gone on record saying people don't want much post-game in their game. All they want to do is finish it and they move on to the next game in this day and age. Ugh. They've gone on record saying things like that. So,
but then again, they've had a lot of people saying there's always the Johto Kanto kind of setup. That's what I wish I could do in nearly every game. Finish and then go explore one of the old regions and crush that. I thought we were going to get that in Sun and Moon because they kept mentioning Kanto a lot and there was Oak and there was just so much reference to it. And
I can't believe they didn't. Yeah, it was such a cock tease.
Yeah.
And at the very end when they're like, "Hey, I'm going to Kanto," I'm like, "Hey, can I come?"
Yeah.
I'm stuck on these goddamn boring islands. Can I go to Kanto, please? I can't even surf.
There's even a shot where he walks out into a stadium. It looks awesome.
Yeah, see, I'm interested to see what that is. Whether that's
the Pokemon League.
Yeah, maybe the League, or maybe it's like a Battle Frontier sort of situation again, where you've got maybe a bit of a challenge to try and overcome.
Score Bunny. Oh.
Score Bunny. Because it scorches things.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They're always so smart with their names in Pokemon. But, alright. What are the legendaries? What do you kind of, predict they look like? Do you think they're going to be Sword and Shields?
I don't know. It might be two legendaries, one's some mythical beast that uses a sword. I don't think they will be a sword and a shield. I think they'll be something...
holding one?
Yeah, they'll be holding one because we've already...
That's actually, very smarter than anything I probably could came up right now.
Because we've already got the sword and shield Pokemon, which is what's his name again? I've blanked out tonight. He's in
Aegislash and all that.
Yeah, Aegislash. Yeah. So we've already. If they just do another one, it would be a bit odd. They could even do it where those two Pokemon fuse together to form have a sword and a shield, and maybe there's some story there how they got separated. Who knows?
It's weird they didn't show us because I'm pretty sure we always get to see the legendaries, straight up, when they've talked about a new game. So
yeah, both the generations on the 3DS we saw the legendaries, but not this time.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to maybe move away from legendaries?
I don't know. Probably not, because legendaries are the way they sort of market each game.
I know, that's why it's weird that we got nothing with the legendaries. We didn't get to see anything.
I'm really I'm just looking at the gameplay now. All the animations and the graphics and everything look so nice and just refined.
We didn't get much combat either, did we?
We got a bit of combat at the start, sort of with the Pikachu and the wild battles and stuff.
Oh, yeah. God, Pikachu. Another version that's going to have Pikachu in it. God. I know it's their mascot, but...
Yeah, how could you not have Pikachu? I love Pikachu, man. Just put Pikachu into my veins. I'm not going to use another one in this, obviously. I want to use new Pokemon.
Yeah, so it's definitely not going to... They're definitely not going to do... Well, I'm not going to say mistake, because I like the idea, but do the black and white module where it's only new Pokemon. So
yeah, that was great. Yeah,
but because we saw a whole bunch of old Pokemon, so we're definitely getting all them back again.
Yeah, Yeah, I think they're just starting now to really like tone down the amount of new Pokemon each gen. We're only getting like 50 to 80 maybe each generation.
I want a whole new 150 every single time. It'd be great. And then like once you beat the Pokemon League, that's when you get all the old Pokemon back into the world again.
Yeah, see, I really like that in Black and White too, but yeah,
can't win them all.
No, you can't. Oh.
Is there anything you want from this? Like anything you kind of wish was coming?
Well, after seeing like the gameplay now, we can see that it is just like the next iteration of Pokemon. There's nothing too.
It doesn't look too risky.
Yeah, it's not risky at all. I think it is pretty much updated Sun and Moon engine, just by the look of the characters and everything. So I'm just hoping for a big meaty Pokemon game on the Switch. I don't think I'm asking for too much, really. Just
No.
I want to play through the game, and I want it to sort of keep me entertained for the next couple of years, depending on how long they take to release the next Pokemon game. Yeah, so like I would love to see like sort of like online events in that. I know they sort of dabbled in that type of thing in the past, where like worldwide trainers try and catch 1 million Pokemon in a month or something. But like that type of thing wasn't fun at all. I'd love to see like something similar to what maybe Destiny or some of these games sort of try and implement, where it's like, hey, this weekend you can, or this week even, you've got a ticket and you can go to this island and this species of Pokemon is there, and try and maybe catch 50 of them and you get this, like just like things to do, like in time limits. I think that would be great to sort of keep adding on to the game and all that.
Big Pokemon raid.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. What about you? What would you like to see in it?
Well, I was hoping we were going to get the like Let's Go caching mechanics, but that doesn't look. And also like to have my Pokemon follow. That's why I noticed them so much, because they're like two things that I like. I loved it in, which one was it? I think it was Gold and Silver, and then the Gold and Silver remake were the ones that you had.
It was just Heart Gold, Soul Silver that had the Pokemon following you.
And in Yellow, you could have the Pikachu as well. But yeah, like, God, that was great. And then to see that in Let's Go, God, just to see your favourite Pokemon following behind you was just absolute bliss. But I hope we still continue the trend of not having HMs. That is great. I don't want to have my, like, HM whore in my team. Like, God, like, poor poor Golduck. He's always the one, because he learns nearly, like, I think it's just one of the HMs he can't learn. So you usually have one of him with like Surf, Cut, Flash, and Fly, or something like that.
Mine was always Zigzagoon.
Zigzag.
Because he could learn literally like pretty much everything except for like Flash or something. He always had like Brick Break, Cut, Surf. Like he did the lot. It was great.
Yeah. So to have probably like the Sun and Moon kind of method where you summon a Pokemon to help you, like a Charizard to fly or a Lapras to surf, something like that. Just so I don't have to like break my team to have those kind of things. Yeah,
I don't think we'll see that come back. It'll be kind of be ass backwards if they just bring back those mechanics when they've made them so much better.
You never know.
That's true.
Never trust Game Freak. They bring back old stuff. Yeah, and I'm a little disappointed about Wild. Like, I know people love them, but I've just so grown over wild Pokemon battles. So, like, I was kind of happy to not have wild Pokemon battles properly anymore. Like, you give me better methods to IV and EV train, just so I don't have to sit there and fight 100 Rattatas to get one speed or something like that. Like, I don't need that. Just give it a better way. So, like, wild Pokemon... Like, people freaked out when they were like, oh, no wild Pokemon. But, like, it's such an irrelevant thing now these days. Like, you can train enough on trainers that you don't need wild battles to get levels and all that kind of jam. So, I don't know. I'm just over wild Pokemon battles. I want to be able to walk through grass and not have to be like, oh, God, all right, where's my... Oh, shit, I forgot to buy 400... super repels from the Pokemon Mart just because I needed to get to this location. So
yeah, no, fair enough. I I liked the actual battling the Pokemon, but I liked the fact that they popped up in the overworld and you could see them then. I liked that. Now we're going to be going through caves again where it's like, all right.
There's a Zubat.
And at the very end, they mentioned like, oh, there's more Pokemon games coming this year, which they're happy to. Well, they're going to announce later on.
People will finally get their Pokemon Snap remake.
Yeah, everyone's going to be going mad, saying, "Oh, Pokemon Snap's going to be coming."
I'm not looking. Well, like I'm excited if it's coming out, but I'm not looking. I'm not asking for it. Pokemon Snap.
Personally, I've got no love for Pokemon Snap. I've never really got into it.
Nah. I want a Pokemon Conquest, either remake or number 2 of that. I think it was Conquest.
Yeah,
the one that was like
on the DS.
Yeah, God, that game. That's where I wanted Pokemon to go down, like that route for battles. That would have been just tip top. But that's my like dream, that my Hail Mary if we get like a Pokemon Conquest 2, but we'll never get that. That sold terribly, and I think it reviewed well, but it just did not do well financially, so we're never going to see something like that. So
yeah, well, it came out on the DS when the 3DS was already out. That was its main problem. Yeah. So when do you think we'll see some more information on it? We're going to be waiting all year for little drops of information for this goddamn game now.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to sit in the like Bulbapedia forums and Cerebi kind of forums just for those mini leaks. Especially, I'm going to go to the sources that got the UK and the raws of those starters right as well. So I'm going to go check out those sources and see what else they found, because they're usually pretty right. Anyone who got the stuff right before the announcement, they usually are pretty right for the rest of the year before a drop happens. So I want to see what ghost types. That's what. God, I was hoping at least to see like one new ghost type in the trailer, but we didn't get anything other than the starters. I don't think there was like a second where a Pokeball hit a Pokemon and caught it, and I didn't see what that Pokemon was, and I reckon that was our only other like glimpse of a new Pokemon.
All right, so you reckon they teased one?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. It was so quick, the catch, that I didn't even see what it was.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and sort of try and analyze it.
I guarantee by the end of this recording, there's like 800 videos of like frame by frame breakdowns.
Oh, absolutely. Like we're recording this literally just after it finished, so
yeah. God, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're all yawning here, and everyone in America is like, what the fuck? It's only lunchtime.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock on the East Coast at the moment in the morning. So they're all fresh and fine. Yeah.
Oh, well, I think we've covered everything, Nato. That was a nice, quick episode.
Yeah, 7 minutes went by so quick.
Yeah.
And God, he wasted too much time talking about my journey. I was like, I don't care about my journey. Show me my next journey.
Show me all the scarves you can put on your character, goddammit.
Oh, yeah. God, I want... That's another thing I want. I want the proper beauty contest from, like, original Ruby and Sapphire back.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I want.
Yeah, now it's like, oh yeah, scratch your Pokemon on the head and dress it up and get points.
Yeah. I want to be able to do Pokemon battles in the beauty contest and like get hearts, and God, that heart system was so good. I really loved it. It was like 2 separate games that you could build.
Yeah, I'd love to see like a game that adds that contest stuff back, but it'd be cool if you could either beat, like you have a town, you could either beat the gym or you could beat the contest hall to progress.
Yeah. Yes.
Then you can sort of play the game how you want, because if you want to like teach moves to your Pokemon to do certain like contest combinations, you just can't do it because then you've got a crap battling team.
Oh, yeah, because they did like they tried so many generations after to like, even the remake had a sort of beauty contest, but they never did it the same way. It's like if they changed the whole battling system in the core part of the game. Like, that's what it was like when they changed up every time the beauty contest style. Yeah, I was saddened about that, because I never had that going around and collecting the badges and then going to the grand contest, and oh man, So good. And always trying to raise up your melodic, because that was just the easiest way to win the beauty ones. Oh, man. Good times.
Yeah. What are your favourite Pokemon games?
Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire is still my top tier favourite. I don't think it's the best one. Like, I think probably Gold and Silver is the best one.
Yeah.
And
just by default, because you got 2 regions, like, you can't really...
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
That's the real reason why it wins. And then probably... I really loved Black and White.
Yeah.
Just because it was like, here's Red and Blue technically again. Like, we're starting from the start because there's no new Pokemon. We've got a whole set. Everything's fresh. You're not going to run into an old Pokemon until you've end game and stuff like that. I loved it. Was just... And the end game was real good of 2. 2's end game is criminally talked about, like, where you could verse everybody, and like they brought that back sorta in Let's Go. No, was it Sun and Moon?
It was Sun and Moon, the battle tree.
Yeah,
which
the battle
was
tree.
It was whatever. Yeah, the battle tree.
But it was not like the tier tournaments that you could do it in Black and White too.
Yeah, that was unreal. That was so cool.
Yeah,
and you got
never been done that well.
Yeah, and it's got the best soundtrack too, because it pulls everyone's theme into the one game.
Yeah.
So you got like the gym themes from every game, the champion themes from every game.
Yeah.
I had it downloaded and I just listened. I actually listened to it like heaps on my iPod back in the day. It was so good.
Yeah. So yeah, Ruby and Sapphire original. Like, I love the remake, but they still they just didn't do the beauty contents as well. And yeah, Black and White 2 probably are my 2 faves.
Yeah. Actually, speaking about DLC, like we're talking about, we want like sort of live things for this next game. Do you remember in the ORAS where they had where the Battle Frontier was, and they were saying, "Oh, the Battle Frontier is currently being built," and everyone's like, "Oh yes, this is going to be DLC," and it just never happened.
No, God, no, it wasn't. Ugh,
that was the worst.
Yep, man, God, but we get a new journey at the end of this year. I'm so excited. And new, not a remake. Because that's what I saw. People's rumors were like, oh yeah, it's a Diamond and Pearl remake. I'm like, no, we've...
Yeah, no, it's not.
It always goes. Remake. It always goes core game remake, core game remake, core game remake. And Let's Go was technically a remake of Yellow, so I was hoping we weren't going to get another remake. And they said last year, they were like, we are working on a new core Pokemon game, so at least we got that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm excited to follow it through. We've only got 9 months, probably. Got to wait the whole year. Now they've announced it so early. Oh.
I know.
Oh,
now we just have to wait for leaks. Oh.
So we'll just end with, what are you getting, sword or shield? You're a sword boy or a shield boy?
I don't know. Same thing as the starters. I'm going to have to figure out their typecasting. Like, if any of them are dark or ghosts, I'm probably going to get that version.
That'd be cool.
But sword is probably my... Sword, just because of Aegislash in general. Just because of his evolution tree. I know he gets a shield in the end bit, but he's mostly a sword. All the way through his evolution. So... I'm just... That's where I'm throwing it in, because I've got no other details, because, we didn't get to see no legendaries this time around, so...
Yeah. I feel like I'll go sword, because swords are cool. I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big defensive fighter, anyway, when I battle, so... Sword's probably straight up attack.
Yeah, it's always like, I'm going to get an adamant nature and a modest nature. Adamant nature, modest nature. Just boom, 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 boom. Until something's better than you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Nato, we'll end it there. Where can everyone find your stuff?
You can find me at I Know Nato on the Twitters. You can find now the end of You Game Bro all up on either SoundCloud or iTunes. You can catch A Plus Anime on the OK Beast Network. Yeah, A Plus Anime is just an anime podcast where we review podcasts. It's for everybody. We're trying to get new and old people in. And now we have our other podcast, Writer's Room, where me and same co-host Ian, we write our own anime each episode, so that's cool. And then Distant Dungeons on Twitter, is my other one, where it's a D&D podcast. I do that live on Twitch on Friday nights.
Busy boy.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm ending one podcast, because now I get some more free time for myself.
Yeah, you can actually, like, do your washing.
Oh, yeah.
Do whatever.
you joke, but that's actually a really true thing.
Yeah, I can relate to you, dude. It's all right. And yeah, thank you very much for coming on.
No.
I've been meaning to have you on for ages, talk some Pokemon, so it was good to have you on quickly when the hype's right up there.
Yeah, if anything Pokemon related, you can always have me back on.
Yeah.
I'm always excited. As soon as the next big leak drop happens, I'll rush on and talk about some other Nintendo stuff if we need to. But yeah, Pokemon's my core.
Yep, sounds good. And maybe a bit better time next time, hopefully.
Yeah, God, yeah. Well, yeah, I won't have another podcast in the earlier in the day to do so. That'll be good.
Yeah, so tell Nintendo to release their directs a bit better timing next time.
Well, it's Japan, so they should have done Japan times. Whatever.
Yeah, actually, good point. What time were they catering to? Because it wasn't really... I guess it was America. It was 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock.
They wanted to hit all demographics. This is probably the perfect time to hit all demographics.
Yeah, true.
It's early morning for... Well, it's morning, afternoon for UK, it's morning for America, and it's nighttime for Australia. So you hit your big demographics at this time of the day.
Yeah, true. Yeah, awesome. Everyone, thank you very much for listening to The House of Mario, episode 85. You can catch me on Twitter at iDruby and the show at The House of Mario. If you'd like to join our Discord community to talk some Nintendo and some Pokemon now, the link is in the show notes. And yeah, thank you very much, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye!